Good morning, everybody. Look, as many of you that are still hoping that Nigeria will be good, it's better for you to wake up from your slumber. There is no reason for anybody to hope that anything can happen in that place. If what has happened in the last few weeks is anything to go by, you can say good night to Nigeria. You can say good night. You can say rest in peace, Nigeria. Nigeria is as dead as dodo. If this your president can go to the United Kingdom for the past 2-3 weeks, parking this jet somewhere in an airport, paying £10,000 per night for parking this jet there. A pilot is there lodging in the hotel, a retinue of aides, a lot of assistants, a lot of protocol, collecting extra code, wasting their time there, paying thousands of pounds in medical bill. This guy refused to develop the medical industry in Nigeria. As I'm speaking to you now, all the resident doctors in Nigeria, they are on strike. I mean, they are observing industrial action because this man never created any atmosphere for them to thrive. But as selfish as he is, he can pick a private jet and fly to England at any slightest ache, earache, toothache. He pick up a jet, pick up battery of guys like 10, 20 with our petrodollar, with our tax revenue, squander it, waste it. That is all the northerner knows, how to waste and squander resources. To gather resources, no way. And pointing guns to the head of those guys that are bringing these resources to the table. I will show you a video of how finished Nigeria is. Celebration of hypocrisy, celebration of nothingness, celebration of vanity. This guy could not develop the health sector in Nigeria. Every 3 months, 4 months, he goes to England to go and waste our resources. The health facility, he could not provide for Nigerians that trusted him, that voted him into power. Either he rigged himself into power. He went abroad to enjoy it on a regular basis. That is failure of a state. This guy cannot protect Nigerians. He cannot protect them. He cannot offer them medical facilities. Nutrition is zero, no food for Nigerians. Hunger in the land. Poverty, capital of the world. Terrorism, insecurity, no unity. Nigeria is disjointed. Nigeria is already broken to pieces. If I'm telling you Nigeria is at the verge of being gotten broken, I'm just wasting your time. I'm deceiving you. I'm lying to you. Nigeria is not at the verge of being broken. It's broken already. This guy cannot fix it. And those others that have solution, this guy is not giving them breathing space. He's using his criminal DSS to hunt them into detention, kill as much as possible. And on top of everything, when this never do well, this low life, this failure personified comes back from the United Kingdom, everybody was celebrating in a saner climb. Guys like this belong to prison, long-term prison sentence. But you know, in Nigeria, everybody is a madman in Nigeria. I'm telling you, I doubt it if there is still anybody thinking right in that place, especially among the political office holders. It's a pity it has gotten this bad. It's a pity nobody is speaking the truth. The few ones that are speaking, they become a target of terror. They become a victim of the state. DSS is a ready tool in the hand of this fascist mind to kill as much as possible, destroy as much as possible. I will play you a video of when he arrives at the airport. You see people dancing, singing, celebrating him, clapping for him, for ruining the health sector, for ruining the defense sector, for ruining the agricultural sector through his herdsmen that he could not bring under control, his Fulani kinsmen that he could not bring under control. So why are you clapping for this guy? Why are you celebrating this guy? For what has he done? You are setting a bad precedence. Oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. There is no future here. Anybody that is still nursing any hope that tomorrow will be all right, forget it. Your tomorrow is already sold through billions of dollars. Loan, credit to China. The future is already mortgaged. The next 20 years, Nigeria cannot wriggle out of the debt burden. Even IMF said it. Nigeria is at a level that is not imaginable. That a country that is producing so much oil, earning so much petrodollar, could be so indebted. I cry for Nigeria, and it's a pity Nigerians themselves, they don't know how deep in a mess they are. So please watch the video, drop your comment. If you are new on the platform, subscribe to our channel. Let us together think, deliberate how we can move out of this total stalemate that Nigeria is now. I believe strongly that self-determination, regional independence is the way to go. All these guys don't have any solution. Next time, when this guy is going, they will bring Yaya Bello or Tinubu as president, or Emefiele, central bank governor. They bring him as a president for you. Then, you know, in Nigeria, they always reward failure. Buhari failed as a military head of state. He came back, cajoled Tinubu. Tinubu pushed him. He came in first time, he failed. Second time, he's already a big fiasco. So, I know another failure will be rewarded with the presidency, and then that one will do the burial, the funeral. It will be the undertaker. Buhari has killed Nigeria. The undertaker is coming. Then everybody will go their separate ways. So, a word is enough for the wise. Press the red subscription button. Drop your comment. And press the notification bell so that whenever we drop any new content, you'll be the first to see it. Please watch the video and drop your comment. Have a nice day. So see you later. Enjoy the video. Okay.
from London after about 3 weeks. What can you tell Nigerians about his medical checkup?
Well, it was not strictly for medical checkup. You remember that the earlier part of the trip was to attend the Global Partnership on Education Summit, and then he stayed back for another 2 weeks for routine medical checkup. We had earlier announced it that there was nothing to worry about, that it was just routine. So he's back. But like the Yorubas will say, and I believe the other parts of the country also have that saying, that there is no small journey. Any journey you embark on and you come back, you should thank God for it. So we are glad that he's back.
So the president is okay?
I believe so. You know that we human beings, everyone, there's nobody that is 100% okay. But I think the president is fit enough to lead the country, fit enough to govern, and we should be glad that we have him back.
So what will Nigerians expect from him going forward?
I believe good things are happening. Security that was like the big elephant in the room is showing signs that this will soon be over. So Nigerians should expect that the security challenges will be completely surmounted very soon. And of course, infrastructure. A lot is going on in infrastructure. Nigerians can expect that the tempo will be further revved up. And in different spheres of national life, a lot of good things are happening. The administration coasts home in less than 2 years, and I believe that the remaining time for the administration will be spent optimally, maximally, to touch the lives of Nigerians positively.
So what will the president be expecting from Nigerians in the remaining time?
Prayer, support, cooperation, best wishes.
Thank you, sir.
And less of willing. Thank you.